Good morning. Merritt Black here with Apteros. Looking at the S&P futures, and let's start quickly by recapping yesterday, and then we'll get to today. So yesterday, the 13th, we had these stacked bear zones. Upper one was most important. I can't remember. I'm really sorry because I'm very sensitive to this kind of crap. I think I may have done the prep like this, where you could not see what my next level was lower. So if that's the case, don't even give me credit for anything that happens here. If I did show it, great. I will use it. My students know that this is a very clear next level, but I just want to be very, very sensitive against people who manipulate people and try to do stuff in hindsight or whatever. That's not what we do here. So if this wasn't shown on the video, then forget it. I'm not trying to get any credit. The high of day bear levels, those were shown on the video, so we'll take some credit there, huh? Nadro doing its job, giving us great read on the market. I know a lot of people were turning bullish this market based on the bounce that we're seeing and some things like that, and the levels that we were pulling into. But we had to be bearish, and the scenario was only bullish if we got above this 86 area. So beautiful spot off the open, retest VWAP, imbalance pullback. And at this point, we're going sideways. The trend is over. We have run into our next neutral structural area. But then the sellers have a little more, not really order flow wise, if I remember, but they do push us down. And here's where, you could try to get aggressive here. I know that order flow is not really backing this idea, but it's something you could go for. You could go for the shorts here, looking for the next area, which I definitely probably didn't show you. But anyways, there they are in case we go to them today. We'll wait till I update for today, sorry. But then that's that lack of selling on the tape absolutely kills it, and we get a little rip into the close. So really nice day, beautiful bias, beautiful line in the sand, that just gave us absolute ideal conditions there. All right, let's go talk about today at the hard right edge. All right, here we are, September 14th, 33 minutes until the open. I got my math right here today. Still have to be bearish. I'm not really bearish. We recently ran into a scenario where I like this, where I'm really kind of looking for the bulls to take over. I know that sounds anticipatory. I always hate to step into the realm of trying to predict rather than trading what is. So to be clear, what is right now is that we are at a bearish inflection, and there's nothing to do from the bullish perspective yet. Let's put it this way. My main scenario, the scenario that I would be most interested in today, is if we break above this 75 area. Yes, we have a neutral level here. I'm more focused on 75. If we break above 75 or break above 81, okay, any kind of break above there, and then a pullback to either 81 or 75. Or just a very weak pullback above that area that can't even get there. That's what I'm most interested in today. So I think we could absolutely rip higher up to, say, either 13 or 23. Great areas that we could get to there. Now, on the downside, let's say if bears maintain control, this is the line in the sand. This is the place to do it. We've had this, pop here off of the CPI numbers or whatnot. So careful there. But this is the spot to do it, especially if we start to see a lack of buying on the next leg higher, or a little wick of this area or something like that. This is the spot to be short from. And we would look for, again, just like yesterday, whether I included it or not, I forget, 43. But then there's a nice level all the way down here, I think this one's a little bit wrong. I think it should be more like 15, 16. So something like that. And we could push a little further. We got another level down here. Let's add even another one for some confluence kind of right there. So just below that 4,400 spot, 43.95. So, this market is one that feels like it could go a long ways either way. We could consolidate, we could go sideways. I get it. But I feel like if we overcome this, then we've got some really nice higher targets. If we do maintain the selling, and you could do, for me, I think what's a good idea is to look for yesterday's value area, things like that, as kind of a secondary confirmation that the bears are maintaining. Otherwise, I really am leaning towards that bull scenario. So I will be slower on the trigger to get short, quicker on the trigger to get long, but still trading what is and keeping that in front of me. Okay? Cheers.